when you could take a white woman, put her on stage, have her be friendly to black guys will die for her. They'll fall on the sword for it.
Well, welcome, guys. This is one of the best, most informative, intelligent, and funny podcasts on YouTube, the Men of the Metaverse podcast. I am Beach Dad. This is Lewis from My Life, My Money Media. Lewis, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
We haven't been streaming like we usually have on Sunday, but we are back. I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I miss doing this. I'm not out of my groove or whatever like that, but life happens. We had a lot of stuff going on, but but we're back today.
Oh, damn, that
That's how you think in the South. We got we got nets, but a lot of stuff did happen while we were gone. We started touching on just Pearly things a little bit.
They still talk. They riding that girl's back. They still talking about.
So how do you feel about that? Because it's not like she just out of nowhere. It was just she just messed up now. Like we could see this coming, and you kind of called it out early, but a lot of people weren't doing that. But now everybody jumping on her.
Now you gotta remember something about me. I always looked up to the pimps. All right.
Okay.
So, and I know pimping when I see it. So most people they get played by the game. Even me, sometimes I get played. So
when you can take a white woman, put her on stage, have her be friendly to black guys will die for her. They'll fall on the sword for
it. They will. And that's not exclusively for white women, but that does happen. Like, men will do stupid stuff for women in general, but for some reason, when you take a Caucasian lady like that, and put her up there, they'll just lose their mind and kind of do things out of the ordinary that don't even make sense, but they'll just kind of go with it.
Well, a lot of people are sheep, no matter what race they are. So
that's true. But they don't defend black women so easily, or so they won't jump on the sword for black women like they would jump on the sword for her.
Because half of them hate black women,
But why? How you hate black women when your mom was a black woman?
Because your mom didn't raise you right. Okay. When you go to the store, if you see a Negro parent fussing at a kid, what gender who's fussing at the kid?
Black. Black.
No. I said what gender?
Oh, what gender
is fussing at the kid? What Negro gender?
A woman is fussing at her male son normally in the store. I don't necessarily. Go ahead.
And do you hear profanity in those words, Brady?
You could, depending on where you are. Yes, you could.
So is that right?
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Yes, that's bad parenting, Brandon.
So, but why? Watch this.
Because
you're old school. You kind of old school, and you think this generation is kind of soft. Do you think that parenting is a little too extreme?
Brandon, it's no excuse to verbal assault a child just because they touching stuff at Walmart.
Right. I hear you.
You should have raised your child and said, "Don't you touch nothing up in here," and I ain't gonna say it no more. That's all you got to do.
Right.
That's all you got to do.
But sometimes life will be going on, and you're frustrated, and you just had enough. You running out low on money, and somebody been talking your head off. And you just didn't have it up to here. Don't you go in the store? Don't touch anything. Won't have no money. Won't have no extra money. Stop asking me for stuff. And what they do when they get in the store? They touching stuff. They're trying to ask, "Can we get this?" It's a toy that they're not going to play with, but they want to ask for it. So as a parent, you got to relax, and a lot of parents don't.
So you put in your adult problems, the problems you have with your boss at work.
Yep.
The gossip they had beef on Facebook. You feeling envy because the fake stuff you see on Instagram, you taking all those activities and letting loose your anger on your little
child, right? That has nothing to do with that.
And every time you look at him, he look just like his or her daddy, and that pisses you off every time you look because you ain't with him.
Right. That is a good point. But yeah, that does happen. That does happen. But not to get too far off track, but just Pearly things. That's a great name for one, and people started kind of going to her page and liking her content. And I think we just had a problem with it because we saw what she was trying to do. She came out of nowhere.
I don't got a problem with it.
Well, we kind of had a problem with her trying to give advice and not having the experience, right? Or not really.
No, I got a problem with people who's listening taking this advice. That's a problem.
Yeah, but why would they take advice from her opposed to somebody that looked like us or just anybody else? What made her, the person like, oh, look, I like what she's saying, even
white
though
supremacy.
White supremacy. Okay.
And black people like white supremacy too.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Because we think we inferior.
Right.
You know.
And like I said, that goes back to how we like to buy their clothes, and we have more value in their stuff than our own stuff.
You could go into any Chinese food restaurant in the hood. I can guarantee your branding establishment is a whole lot cleaner.
Speaking of which, the health inspector came back again. I'm like, I was like, I know this ain't the health inspector again. So we had another health inspection, but go ahead. I'm like,
how many times they supposed to come a year?
I'm not sure, but like they came the end of the year, and it's already. I guess time is moving and going fast. But I'm like, y'all need to check some of these other places around us and see what's going on in there too. Go
to the Chinese food restaurant in the hood. Look across that counter. They got flip flops on. Food fly all on the floor. They stepping on it. You know?
And not to snitch the place out, but they had a back door wide open. Like you can't have no back door wide open.
Back door wide open, drying clothes in the back. I see that. And they ain't no lie, bro.
That's not a lot. No,
drying clothes in the back.
People may be or may not. Like I said, we're not trying to be racist or draw conclusions, but people may be living there too. So
I live there, Brady.
I don't know.
Now,
go ahead.
They pull up there in the bus or a van. So all the workers pull up there in the van, get out the bus, and they go straight to work. So right. they ain't living there. They just may not have time. The laundromat's too busy at the house, so they got to wash them in the sink at work.
Right. And the place that I'm talking about, like by us, there's a laundromat, there's a nail salon, and it's a Chinese restaurant. So all of them kind of frequent that whole area over there, and they work. All of them like come in the morning. Like you say, they don't jump out of a van necessarily, but they're all in the same vehicles, and they all kind of getting out, doing what they got to do. And that's teamwork. That's teamwork, honestly, and that's a good thing. I wish we were kind of on that same kind of wave, because I don't know, you can get ahead quicker. I guess you can build something quicker if you're working together with multiple people. What do you think?
Well, you got to remember they no. Okay, they jump out that car. It got 5 seats in there, but 8 people jump out.
Okay.
All right. One or 2 people in there are building something, but the rest of the 6 people, they are supporting and living off what that 2 people built.
Right, but they're actually watching and observing how to do it as well, and it's kind of, I'm not gonna say it's a entrepreneurship kind of thing or what, but they're watching how the blueprint is laid out already. They know, they talk to each other about it. So you can kind of see firsthand how it's supposed to be done and maybe work your way up, and they'll let you run it, or you do your own thing if you save up your money to open up your own place.
If that's true, Brandon, why the Vietnamese in the Philippines ain't blown up yet?
What you mean blown up? Oh, what you talking about sending money back?
No, not sending money. Over there. Why they got businesses like America got businesses?
Because you can't do the same thing over there. They like to say they can, but
you told me you watch it. They watch it.
They watch it over here. You can do those kind of things over here, but you can't necessarily do those kind of things in your own land, and that has to do with their economy, their money, politics over there, all that kind of stuff. Like you would think you've got the skills to open up a restaurant over there, but it's not going to be successful like it is over here. Because people over there, you think they're going to go out to the restaurant, do all that kind of stuff? No, they don't do that kind of stuff. They'll eat at home. They'll fix some food at home.
Let's get back to white supremacy.
Okay, go ahead.
With black people. Black people support white supremacy. The reason being, we'll go to that Chinese food restaurant with the guy cooking with flip-flops.
Okay.
Every twice a week. But we won't visit Brandon's restaurant.
Not only that, they'll give you an attitude.
Yeah, they'll give you attitude. And talk to you in your face. The next thing you know, speak out another language.
Right.
They speak the other language.
Right. And we'll go back. We'll give them money over and over and over again.
There you go. And they ain't paying no taxes on there. They want you. They want to pay they want to pay cash.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So black people are one of the biggest supporters of white supremacy in the world.
Is it unknowingly? Like, do people know what they're doing? Is it just, do they not want to admit to what they're doing? How do you see it?
Brandon, okay, let's go back to the motherland.
Okay.
The people in the motherland try to exit Africa ASAP.
Okay.
To go where, people? They want to go to Switzerland. They want to go to Ukraine. Mm-hmm. They want to go to United Kingdom to chill with Miss Pearly. They want to go to the United States. So you gonna leave an area that's predominantly black. You know, you'll see 1,000 black people, and you'll see for every 1,000 black people, you got 10 white persons and 2 Chinese people.
Right. Correct.
But since they believe in white supremacy so much, they can't. Hey, we inferior. We can't build in our own country. So we need to go to these other countries.
Yeah, but why can't we? Why can't we though? Like I say, we can. We should be able to.
Because we can't work together, Brandon. We already think we think we go steal from each other. But you look at the books. What the man said on YouTube. Y'all black people worry about talking about y'all the best steeds. Y'all can hustle this. Well, other people, they stole bodies. They stole 20 generations of people. Yeah. And use those people, say, hey, we gonna steal you, we gonna abuse you, but you gonna, in your back of your mind, you gonna like us, and you gonna give it all this money, and you gonna enrich us, and we still support it.
So does that rub you the wrong way when you see people that look like you that don't see the power that they hold, but they're just giving it away? They're giving away their power, they're giving away their leverage all the time to another race. And like I say, uplifting them and not uplifting yourself, your own people. No,
that don't rub me the wrong way. Brandon, shout out this guy. I can't pronounce the name, Vernon or something. But nah, they don't rub me the wrong way because every day a fool is born. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm supposed to do? Every day a fool is born.
I got you.
You know. So you tell me, like with Miss Pearly, the
from
white
the UK. From a privileged. Did you see her home? Yeah. I was kind of digging into it a little bit. She has a huge home. Her parents had a huge home. You know, does she come from the struggle? But she for some reason she can attach to people from the struggle or from different areas, and they kind of look up to her and are drawn into her for some reason.
What you mean by struggle?
Do you think she struggled her life? Did she have a struggle or had hardships? Like,
of course. She's a white woman in America, Brandon.
What kind of struggles do they go through? Because, like I said, we all do have struggles.
They do. They go to the struggle to fighting the white man to get some of that power. That's what the struggles they go to.
And that is a struggle. But on the level or the totem pole, it's not where we are. It's not. We don't have that. We have that and more.
We got that type of struggle. Well, I ain't struggling with no white man. Only person I'm struggling with is the Negroes, the black guys.
But you're not struggling with white supremacy, but it exists. You live in a country where it's prominent, and they're trying and they try to act like it's not a thing. So you're not struggling with it, but it affects people around you, and it can affect, like I say, it can affect my business. It can affect things that happen in your life because people rather do something else than to stick with you or support you because you wrote a book, correct? You have a book,
a great book, and
that could actually help people, right? But we rather go on the shade room and see what entertainers are doing instead of reading that book, trying to gain some financial advice or just look at your experiences with money and try to build on that.
Nah, see, with black people, only time we see money is you gotta have Michael Jordan tennis shoes on. You gotta have
but that's just part of how we are. Like, we like that. We rather see that, and that's success to us. When other cultures, they don't need to do that. They don't need to put on a bunch of money to show that they have money.
No, because the look more successful, you gotta look more poor.
And how do you say, just more regular or more poor? Like,
you gotta have a pair of Levi tennis shoes, you gotta have a polo shirt on.
Mm-hmm. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. But in our culture,
run over shoes. And that's the style now.
Right.
That's the style now.
Well, that's a good topic because I saw some Caucasian people. They have like some Air Force Ones, and they're dirty. That's in for them. But me and you, we probably couldn't do that. It don't hit the same.
You're right. Right now, dirty bullet toes are in style for the rich. Mm-hmm. And also, you could buy some Gucci's that look like they've been run over by 18-wheeler for $1,500.
Right.
Hey, good day, everybody. My name is Louis, and I'm just came to let you know that I have the best financial book for Black people on the market today. This book is designed to help you with things like student loans, housing, employment, and also create income streams so you can support your family and provide security for everybody around you guys. This book is Black owned, and I use a whole lot of Black companies making this book. This book is available on the link below. Make sure you check it out, guys. Check out my reviews. As of today, every person who read my book gave me a phone call about how great the book is, guys. Don't miss this great opportunity to earn some black magic, guys. And it's a quick read and it's entertainment. Look at it. I got strippers in the name. But the book is called From Zero to 200K. You can check out this book with the link below. Have a good day.